You have sacrificed your greatest financial potential just to maintain the hollow reputation of a good person. Friedrich Nietzsche identified this as slave morality, a psychological system designed to suppress the strong through artificial guilt. But what if your celebrated empathy is actually a biological cage constructed by modern society functions like a psychological panopticon, where your fear of social judgment ensures your total obedience to the elite hierarchy? Today we dismantle the architecture of toxic empathy to reveal the dark truth of how the monsters actually secure the throne. In 1946, a baseball manager named Leo Durocher looked at his rivals in 7th place and noted that the nice guys were over there. He provided the cultural shorthand for a dark reality. In every arena of genuine competition, your pleasantness is your tombstone. You were told that being agreeable is a virtue, yet modern economics reveals it is a strategic suicide. Machiavelli noted that he who seeks to be good in all matters must surely come to ruin among those who are not good. Today, that ruin is measured in spreadsheets and missed promotions. Research from the University of Notre Dame and the University of Cambridge has exposed the agreeableness penalty in all its cold, numerical cruelty. As of December 2024, the data is undeniable. Agreeable men earn 18.31% less than their aggressive peers. That is a $9,772 annual tax for the crime of being a nice guy. For women, the double penalty highlighted in August 2025 by the University of Cambridge creates an even tighter cage. They are expected to be soft to avoid social backlash, yet they are punished financially for the leverage they lose when they refuse to push back. This is not a glitch in the market. It is a tax on your inability to stand your ground. The IZA Institute of Labor Economics confirmed that those who score high in competitiveness earn 21.2% more than the average. They are not smarter than you. They are simply less concerned with your approval. While you focus on collective harmony, the predator focuses on his own ascent. Even financial institutions now flag high agreeableness as a risk factor for money mismanagement. You are prioritizing the comfort of others. Your politeness is a signature of your own disposability. You are trading your legacy. Machiavelli understood what you refuse to see. In 1513, he looked at the ruins of fractured states and wrote a manual for the ruthless. He did not write it out of malice. He wrote it out of necessity. He knew that a leader who is only good will inevitably be devoured by those who are not. This is the Machiavellian blueprint. It requires you to make peace with what modern psychologists call the dark triad. Most people hear the terms Machiavellianism, Narcissism, and psychopathy and feel a reflexive fear. You must learn to see them as surgical tools. Research by Delroy Paulhus and Kevin Williams in 2002 formalized these traits not as pathologies, but as survival mechanisms in competitive hierarchies. Machiavellianism is strategic manipulation. Narcissism is the unshakable conviction that your vision must exist. Psychopathy, in a subclinical corporate sense, is the tactical suppression of empathy. These are the gears of upward mobility. Consider the cold precision of Cesare Borgia. He was the model for Machiavelli's prince. To bring order to the lawless Romagna, Borgia appointed a ruthless minister, Ramiro de Ramiro. Once order was Borgia did not apologize. He had Ramiro executed and displayed his body in the town square. In a single move, he achieved order through a monster, then gained the people's favor by destroying that monster. This is the arithmetic of power. Stability is built on the calculated absence of mercy. Figures like Napoleon or Julius Caesar understood that your niceness. History ignores the men who stayed in 7th place because they were too agreeable to seize the moment. It honors those who were willing to be not good when the world demanded results. True self-mastery is not the absence of these dark traits. It is the ability to use them as a weapon when the environment turns predatory. If you cannot be dangerous, your goodness is not a virtue. It is a lack of options. You are not being moral. You are being harmless. And in the arena of power, the harmless are the first to be sacrificed. You have been lied to about the virtue of the giver. Adam Grant's data from the Wharton School reveals a chilling geometric reality. The givers, those who prioritize the needs of the group over their own, occupy the very bottom of the success ladder. They are the foundation of the pyramid, not because they are strong, but because they are weight-bearing. They suffer from chronic burnout. They suffer from systemic exploitation. They are the soil in which the weeds of the takers grow tall. This is the giver's paradox. While the most exceptional givers occasionally reach the peak by building massive social capital, the vast majority are crushed at the base. They are discarded by the very systems they try to support. The cost of this innocence is measurable in cold currency. If you are a man who scores high in agreeableness, you are paying a voluntary tax of 18.31%. That is nearly $10,000 vanished from your bank account. You are paying that price for the privilege of not causing a scene. You are paying to be liked by people who will forget your name the moment you are no longer profitable. For women, the trap is even more sophisticated. Cambridge researcher Weilong Zhang identifies this as the double penalty. If you are agreeable, you lose your negotiation leverage. If you are assertive, you face a social backlash that men often bypass. It is a winless game designed to keep you in the middle of the pack while others descend upon the spoils. But the most shocking, while you seek harmony, the hierarchy is actively selecting for its extreme opposite. The National Institutes of Health and Forbes confirm that while psychopathic traits exist in only 1% of the general population, they thrive in the executive suite. Prevalence among senior leadership routinely hits 12%. Some studies suggest it is as high as 21%. These people are not looking for partners. They are looking for hosts. Your innate desire for social cohesion is every time you prioritize being nice over a hard negotiation, you are signaling your status as an easy meal. In the dark reality of professional competition, your agreeableness is not a bridge. It is a target. You are being farmed for your compliance. The predators of the hierarchy do not hate you. They simply find you convenient. You are a resource to be consumed, and as long as you prioritize the feelings of others over your own strategic standing, you will remain on the menu. You must stop viewing your empathy as a shield. It is a leash. To break it, you must forge weapons within your own spirit. You have been taught that competitiveness is toxic. This is a lie designed to keep you at the bottom of the success metrics. Statistics from the IZA Institute of Labor Economics reveal the cold truth of your hesitation. Those who score high in competitiveness earn 21% more than those who settle for group harmony. This is not a coincidence. It is the tax paid by the agreeable. You must cultivate a strategic risk tolerance. The world rewards the bold, not the polite. Data from the IZA research shows a 15% income premium for those who can stomach the dark gamble of uncertainty. You must learn to value your own objectives over the transient comfort of your peers. As Niccolò Machiavelli warned in 16th-century Florence, a man who wishes to act virtuously in every way will necessarily come to grief among so many who are not virtuous. You are not becoming a monster. You are becoming a predator in an environment that has already marked you as prey. Consider the legendary Japanese swordsman Miyamoto Musashi. In the early 17th century, Musashi did not win his 60 duels by being an agreeable student. On Ganryu Island, he did not offer a fair fight. He arrived hours late to erode the composure of his rival, Sasaki Kojiro. He positioned himself so the morning sun would blind his opponent. He understood that in a duel, there is no room for social grace. There is only the victory or the void. Your career is a slow-motion duel. Every time you fail to negotiate for your worth, you are bleeding. Every time you stay silent to avoid a conflict, You are surrendering your future to those who have no qualms about taking it. Sun Tzu taught that all warfare is based on deception and leverage. If you are always transparent and nice, you are a book everyone has already read and discarded. You must learn to be unpredictable. Integrate your shadow. Marcus Aurelius governed the Roman Empire while reflecting on the nature of the soul. He knew that the soul becomes dyed by the color of its thoughts. If your thoughts are only of submission, you will be crushed by the weight of your own innocence. Choose the steel of the Stoic. Demand the 21% premium for your existence. Stop asking for permission to win. The world is a feast. Either you are at the table or you are on the menu. True self-mastery begins the moment you stop apologizing for your ambition. Sharpen your edge. Innocence in a predatory world is a slow-motion suicide of your potential. You have been systematically lied to by those who benefit from your compliance. They told you the world rewards the kind, but the data from Notre Dame and Cambridge reveals the reality. Your agreeableness is not a virtue. It is a silent tax you pay to the predators sitting above you in the hierarchy. If you refuse to develop your dark side, you are not a saint. You are a victim in waiting. You are the giver who occupies the bottom of the success ladder. True self-mastery is not about being good. It is about becoming capable of absolute ruthlessness, and this is the integration of the shadow. Without it, you are a house with no doors. Anyone can walk in and take what they want. They will take your money. They will take your time. They will take your peace. They will call it teamwork or being a good person. It is theft masked as social grace. Think of the 18.31% income penalty for agreeable men. That is the annual cost of your fear of conflict. By 2024, the longitudinal data suggests that prioritizing harmony over self-interest is a primary risk factor for financial failure. You prioritize immediate social. You are the 1% who pays for the 21% income increase of the competitive. You must stop viewing your shadow as a monster. Treat it as a guardian, a man who cannot. He is a harmless man. There is a vast difference. The corporate leaders who comprise the increased percentage of boardroom psychopathy understand this. They do not seek love from the hierarchy. They seek leverage over it. They trade the fleeting warmth of being liked for the cold, hard reality of being respected. Innocence is a luxury you can no longer afford. To survive this world, you must be willing to walk through the fire of your own darker nature. You must learn to negotiate like a predator and protect your interests with the strategic coldness of a king. The world does not bend to the agreeable. It yields to the assertive. It yields to those who are willing to be the villain in someone else's story to ensure they aren't a casualty in their own. If you remain as you are, you will continue to be the bridge others walk across to reach their goals. You will be the nice guy who remains in 7th place while the ruthless take the trophy. The choice is yours. You can remain a shadow of a man, or you can integrate your shadow to become a force of nature. Power is never given. It is taken. If this made you uncomfortable, good. That discomfort is the beginning of real understanding. Subscribe before you leave. The next video will challenge you even more. And drop a comment.